Hello guys, how are you doing? Welcome once again to this video. Today we are going to fix this computer. This coming from a customer. The customer said this laptop is displaying from inside. Yes, he said the laptop is displaying from inside. Not everyone can understand actually what is happening. When you say displaying from inside, what does that mean? It means the display from this laptop actually is lacking the backlight. If there's no backlight, either the problem is about the screen, maybe the screen is faulty, or maybe the cable, the VGA cable or display cable. Uh, some people call it display cable, VGA cable, whichever the name you're using. It could be that cable is the problem, or we could be having a problem with the motherboard. Okay, before we continue, so let's check for ourselves actually what is happening. Yes, it's good to check. It's good to check so that whenever you are disassembling this computer, you're sure what you're dealing about, what you're dealing with, or you are aware what is actually happening. So let's have a look at it. Let's plug the power and see what is happening. When I plug in, I can see I have is it the laptop coming on, or the laptop is yes, I believe the laptop is on and it is charging. Yes, let's see whether it is displaying. Let's see whether it is displaying. Yes, I could see the flashing screen. Then it just loaded the windows and I can see nothing actually. I am seeing nothing on the screen. Or sometimes the wallpaper from there. Can you see anything? Me, I'm seeing nothing. I am seeing nothing. But I had the windows chiming. So let me trust there is a display, though I am not seeing anything. Yes, let me turn it off. That we will start from the back because I can see this screen there's never been opened before. So removing the screen, it might be a bit challenging. Yes, I didn't say it's not removable. I can remove it, but again, that might not be a good start for this. Yes. Uh, Removing the screen, you need to test with another screen. Maybe you remove this screen from this laptop, then you insert in another screen, then you try to power it on and see whether the backlight issue is still there or the backlight issue is fixed. When you uh, put another screen in place of this one and find out that the issue of backlight is fixed, it tells you your issue was about the screen. If not fixed, you know the problem is the motherboard. So several people can decide to start from whichever step you like to start, but the end game here is to fix the problem. So me personally, I don't like starting with the screen because I know the most common issue is happening from the back. Yes, even before I go deep into the inside the motherboard, before I disassemble everything out. Yes, let me just place it this one a little bit away from me. So even before I go deep inside into the motherboard, before I go in more details, before I open it the back, I do like starting with the I do like starting with the motherboard. Yes, though this one I believe this one I have to disassemble until I reach the fuses. Here, this is display cable. This is the display cable. This is the cable which connects the motherboard to the screen. Most of the time, there are some fuses which are behind here. Oh, I believe this other side, I can see another cable here. So one of this cable, I believe this one is for the camera and the touch, if the screen was the touch. Then this long cable, this VGA, this connector, this one. So I believe this one is for the display. So this is for the display, that is for the screen display. Okay, I didn't want to start with the screen for this one because I can see this is a new screen. So this laptop is still virgin. Yes, this screen has never been opened before. So I don't want to, yes, it's still intact. Yes, still containing the double-sided, or maybe even at the back of the screen it has a tape, that double-sided rubber. Yes, that's why I don't like disturbing that screen from there. So it is easier for me, even if it means opening all these screws. It will be easier for me to do that. Yes, you can see this laptop is a very nice one. This is 40s. This is Lenovo T40s. So I am not going to edit this video because I want you to observe all the way from the beginning until the end. Yes, I want you to see actually what are the steps we are doing. So now I am removing the battery. Yes, it is recommended whenever you are disassembling a laptop, the first step you need to do is to remove the battery, disconnect all the power source, starting from the power adapter. If this laptop was connected to the power, the first thing I will have done is to remove the adapter, that is the power, or the charger. Yeah, some people call it the charger. Yes, so that was the first step I will have done. However, because it was not connected to the adapter, so I need to open the back lid, that is the back cover. After that, after I opened the back cover, my next step is to remove the batteries. Yes, your next step is to remove the batteries. This could be a bit tough because I just realized this is the laptop which it contains that cable for the keyboard. Yes, I need to remove the keyboard first before I remove this motherboard from the back. But anyway, we are going to do it. Yes, we are going to do it. No shortcut for this. No shortcut for this. Even if it means it will take us 5 hours to do that work, we are going to do it anyway because that's our work. Yes, the good thing about this work, first of all, I like the work. I like this work. Yes, I love this work though. A good technician is the one which is motivated by the services he or she is offering, other than the person who is motivated by the money. Yes, some people out there, their motivation is money. Yes, when a customer comes in, before even you figure out how you will help that customer, already your mind have started calculating how much money you will earn out of that out of the work you are about to do. Yes, that's not nice. That's not nice though. Yes, as a good technician, you should be motivated by the services you are offering. And at the same time, you should be motivated by how much you will help someone. Yes, that's why we are trying our best. We are putting all the energy we have to ensure that we resolve most of the laptop problems we get every day. Yes, sometimes I went ahead even I take some laptops to my home so that with I can work on them overnight. That the next day, at least I feel like I did some work previous day. Yes, so I am going to disassemble this laptop. I'm going to remove all of these connectors. So that one is removed. Yes, you need to ensure that you removed all the screws. Yes, I believe there was another. There's always another one hidden here. Yes, make sure whenever you are disassembling the motherboard, do not left any screw unscrewed. Right? Yes, do not left any screw unscrewed. What does this mean? Does it mean this laptop is coming out? This motherboard is coming out without? Me removing the keyboard. Yeah, let me check. Just a minute. Yes, the keyboard is intact inside there. Do you see it? Where is my? I'm not able to show you. Yes, there. Yes, there's a keyboard connector there. So for me to remove that connector, first I'll need to turn this laptop this way. Yes, we'll have to remove this keyboard. This is how you remove this keyboard. Yes, sorry for that. So this keyboard for D460, T480, T470, both S and non-S, this is how you remove the keyboard. Yes, you push this frame upward this way. Even this other side, you push the frame this way. Yes, so did you see that? So once you push that frame, there's always a screw hidden inside here. So you unscrew that screw. Yes, we unscrew this screw. There are 6 screws. That's the first one. Where is another one? Yes, this is the second one. This is the third one. There are 6 of them. Yes, there are 6 of them, which are arranged. Is it triangularly? Because 1, 2, 3. Then I'll have another one this way, maybe somewhere here. 1, 2, 3. So let's see. So we'll push this frame upward this way. Then this is the first screw. We unscrew this. Then once we unscrew that, there is another one. So then I believe there's another one here. We shall still push it upward. Then we will be able to access the screw there. Very tiny screws. That's why it is recommended to use a very tiny screwdriver like this one. Yes, you need a screwdriver like this one. Sorry for because I had started using this, but this is the recommended one. You can see the tip. Yes, very small. It's able to go in between the in between the keys without damaging the keyboard. Yes, and it grips that very small screws. Yes, so far I have unscrewed all the 6 of them. Yes, all the 6 of them are out. Then once you've removed all of them, you will just have to push this keyboard this way. Or are we still having something? Yeah, I believe I have removed all of them. Yes, just have to push it upward this way. So sometimes this work is very risky work because in case of any mistake, let me. I think there is another screw here. Let me just remove this. Let me check. There is none. There is none. Yes, yes. What I was saying. I was saying sometimes this work is yes, it's coming out. Sometimes we charge the customer not the amount of work we did, but the risk we are taking. Because along the way, in case I encounter any accident during maybe disassembling or assembling, even though I was trying to help the customer, some of the customers they will not understand that you are trying to help them. Do you see how I remove that? You unclip them, then uh, that is it. That is it. The keyboard is out. Yes. If there are some keyboard which are complicated to be removed from the motherboards, are these keyboards for the Lenovo's? Yes, I don't know what the hell the manufacturer was thinking because most of the things where I can let me keep the points for these manufacturers for the Lenovo's. They're trying to complicate everything. Yes, they're trying to complicate everything. Why is not coming out again? Does it mean I'm still having a certain screw which is yes, it's out now. Now out. Yes. The motherboard is out. Yes, the motherboard T460s. Yes, T460s is out. So this is the casing. So I'll just have to put this one aside. Yes, I need to put the screen aside. Yes, I know most of the Lenovo motherboard, most of their problems are not coming from the screen. That's why I opted to start with the motherboard. Another thing, I don't have another screen with me. That's why I hope to just go directly into the motherboard. And because again, I know this motherboard, they have a problem with the fuses. They have a problem with the fuses. I believe I just mentioned to you, uh, you know, most of the time, the backlight issue are caused by the following. One of the factor which causes the backlight problem is the screen. Yes, maybe you have a faulty screen. It can make your laptop uh, to lack the backlight. Again, you might be having an issue with the VGA cable or the display cable. Some other people call it display cable. This cable which connects the motherboard to the screen. That cable might be lacking the correct, maybe it's damaged. Yes, maybe it is damaged. Or another issue, maybe you have a problem with the connector. Yes, the display connector. Then finally, you might be having an issue with the motherboard. So I started from the back because I know the most common issues of this backlight in Lenovo are caused by the motherboard issue. So what you are going to check, as you can see here, do you remember the connector for the screen was here? Yes. So I know at this connector, either at this side or behind this connector, there are some fuses here. There are some like three or yeah, there are three or two fuses which are here. It's normally get blown up. Yes, I don't know what makes them to blow up, but they always get blown up. So let me just remove this sticker here. Then we'll have to test those fuses. Then we'll see whether they are still good or they are blown up. That we are in. We are in. So right here, I can see here I have F7. So here I have F7. This is fuse 7. So that is my suspect number 1. That is my suspect number 1. I am not seeing any other suspect. Does it mean this is the only fuse which is my suspect? It cannot be this one. Why? This is F2. This fuse, as I can, this is a very big fuse. Yes, this one which I just shown you. This is a big one. This one, it can never be that because this is the fuse which ensures that there is voltage flowing into the motherboard. So meaning if it was that fuse blown, it means we will not have had any voltage within the motherboard. So then I can only remain to this one. This is F7. Yes, this component I just pointed here. I don't know whether you can see it. You will excuse me because I haven't afforded to buy a microscope. So we'll struggle together. Yes, this one. Yeah. You can see I have several components. I have this component, this bola one. Then here I have another one. So this second one is the fuse. In fact, it is labeled F7. Yes, that is fuse 7. Nice. So I'll check that fuse. Or maybe I have another fuse here just behind this heatsink. Let's open this heatsink and then we see whether we have any fuse here behind here. Maybe there's another one hidden there. So I'll open this heatsink here. Then I'll check whether there's any fuse there. Then I'll test those fuses. If they are blown up, I'll just have to either replace them or do something about it. Yes, as a technician still, you need to think technically. It's not the math that I need another fuse for me to fix this problem. Yes, we could do it our own way. Yes, I could just apply my own method. After all, the customer needs the backlight back. The customer needs the backlight back. So I believe there are some fuses here because I can see there are some components. Yes, I just exposed few of the components which are here. So I'm bringing that we are having a fuse. Yes, correct. Here is another. Sorry, brother. Here is another fuse. You can see these two components. Okay, let me just place it this way. Let me just place it this way. Here I have two tiny components. Among the two tiny components, this other one here, that's the fuse. Yes, that's the fuse. So let's check which fuse is good, which one is bad. Then from there, we will know how to fix them. I'll just have to get my meter, my digital multimeter. Yes, here is my digital multimeter. Yes, someone bought for me this one. It is like the other one, but this one is more advanced. Yes, I'll get accurate readings with this. You remember this? Yes, you were using this before, but now we have this one from the same company still, but this one is more expensive, more advanced. Yes, and I like it. Thank you guys for this. So let's have a look at it. My meter is off right now. Then this one, the other one, it was having some reading calibrations, but this one is it has been just written voltage F. This is alternating voltage. Like, can I bring it closer? Yes, you can see here is off, alternating voltage, direct current, that is alternating current, direct current, whichever you have resistance there. So because I need the continuity, I'll have to put my meter there in the diode mode. Meter on, you can see this is nice. I like it. Yes, halt, nice. There's some lightings. Even during the night when I have no lights, I can just use these ones to power on. Then what is this? Is it a torch? This one is having the torch. Yes, you can see there's a torch behind. Anyway, that's not the discussion for today. Let's focus on our problems. Our problem is to fix this computer. So we need to put in continuity mode. Now my meter is in resistance mode. It will be showing me resistance, but I want to beep. I want the beeping mode. I'll just have to select. Yes, that is the beeping mode. You can see here there's a bell. Yes, there's a bell. At the same time, there is a homes whatever. That's a homes what? Home signature or what? Sign. That's a home sign. That's a continuity. So let's check. Neither is good. The short should be reading 0.001. That is a short. Yes, whenever I'll cut that the reading, it means. So for the fuses, a fuse it should have continuity. Yes, and the continuity is start beeping, and again you should have no resistance. In case I will test a certain fuse and find out that there is no continuity, it will mean that fuse is open. That fuse is gone. Right? Yes, it is blown up. So let's start with this F3. F3 sides. That's good. 003, that's good. Right? Yes. What about the other one at the back? What about the other one at the back? We have a fuse here. We have a fuse here. This very small one. Fuse 7. Let's check fuse 7. What is happening with fuse 7? Fuse 7. 1.3. 0003. Q7 is good. Q7 still is good. Still, we had another connector from this other side. I can see now myself, I can see us going into the screen. Yes, this other side, we had another connector. Yes, that connector. Let's check that connector. Is it having any fuse? This was another that. Though this connector is for the camera, so I don't know if there's any fuse and if there's no continuity. I don't know what does that mean, because I can't see how does this affect the backlight. Yes, there are some fuses here. This is fuse 26 and fuse 16. Yes, here there are two fuses, 26 and 16. Let's check those two fuses, whether they are good or not. Let's check them. So F26, good. F16, good. There's another one still. We haven't finished them. Here's another one. Here's another one at the far end. F24. Yes. Here's another one. F24. F24. So let's check F24. So 516, F2, F7. Not F2. What was it? It was F what? F7. And the other one, it was F3 or what? Then here we have now 24. F24. Good. Nice. So the fuses from the back are good. So meaning I was wrong. Yeah. So today I was wrong. Today I was wrong. Most of the time, over 70%, I find the issue from that connector, from these connectors at the back. Nice. So it's good to accept you was wrong. So me myself I was wrong. Yes. So let's just put this one back. We are not assembling back fully, but I'm just closing. I'm just putting back the heatsink. Then we will try to open the screen and check for ourselves. We will check for ourselves. Why am I not convinced these fuses are not the one causing the problem? Anyway, the facts are always right. So we'll just close this heatsink here. Yes, ensure that always the heatsink is protecting the processor. Yes, no matter what, always make sure that you protect the processor by screwing the heatsink back. Yes, always protect the processor. So the motherboard is back. So let's try to open up this screen. Let's try to open up this screen and see what we can do about it. And see what we can do about it. I am not happy removing this screen from here, because actually it seems like this screen has never been What? It's just coming out by itself. Does it mean someone has replaced this screen? Yes, because why is it coming out? Because I expected this one to be. Okay. I believe someone replaced this screen here because I can see from the other side it is on, but this other side there's double-sided. Yes, somebody removed this screen before. I was thinking this was the. I was thinking this screen has never been opened. You can see it's just coming out by itself. So meaning somebody replaced this screen before. You see now? Yes. I wish I had listened to you because these things, this issue, it could have been easy. Now we wasted time checking the motherboard, which is good. So the screen is almost out. This is a new screen. So this screen is replaced. It has been replaced. This screen has been replaced. The screen has been replaced before. So let's unscrew this one. Then check what is happening with this. I wish I'd listened to you. I would have started from the screen. Then you see, I just removed the screen at the back and this out. Yes, there was a double-sided here. You can see these strips. Yes, it means there was double-sided there. Sometimes this issue of the screen sometimes needs just to be open and closed. You just need to open it and close it back. Well, let's just see what we can do about it. You need to be careful. Yes, this issue of dealing with the screens, I don't always like it because one small mistake while removing this the screens, when you messed up a little bit. Yes, for example, you remove the screen while the laptop is on, or you disconnect the screen while the laptop is connected to the power. When you insert that cable incorrectly or wrongly, it will short the board. And the board where it is normally shorted is the sound bridge. Once the sound bridge is shorted, that motherboard is gone. That laptop is gone and gone and gone forever. Yes. So let me just put two screws, that side and this side. We're still testing. We want to test. What I just did, I just remove that connector and connect it back, assuming it was not connected correctly. Yes, assuming it was not connected correctly. So if that was the case, we expect to see the display. We expect to see the display. However, if that is not the case, we expect not to see anything still. Yes. So what we'll do from there, in case there is no backlight still, we'll have to use a different screen to confirm the issue. We need to eliminate the screen being the problem. We need to eliminate the screen being the problem. then we will be in a safer side. Yes, we will have the report what to tell the customer. Yes, if we will have to buy another screen, not us buying, but the customer. If the customer needs to buy another screen, at least we will have the accurate information. Yes, I experienced there was another time you find a technician, or sometimes you find a technician which is, I don't know, I don't want to say unprofessional because I don't think we have unprofessional technician. You find somebody without testing and without verifying the correct report. You find somebody telling the customer, you need to buy another screen. And the customer sends the money for another screen. And you put the screen and still no backlight. Then you will call the customer again. Oh, no, no, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I thought the issue was the screen. Now, it seems like the problem is with the motherboard. How now? You will seem like unprofessional. So let's connect. Let's connect to the power and see what actually is happening. Power is connected. The laptop is on. Restarting back. Yes. Let's wait and see whether we'll have any display from the screen. Then we will know we'll have to do something about the screen. In case there is no backlight still, I'll just request you 1 minute to look for another screen to test. Then we should, wow, what just happened? We have a backlight from my dreaming. Yes, we fixed it. And we've wasted time playing around with the motherboard. We've wasted a lot of time. We've risked removing the keyboard. So guys, yes, this case sometimes laptop repair is a very tricky. Just imagine all that work I just did all along. It was just for nothing. To me, not to you. You know, to you, I have taught you. I have explained to you how to what to check when you are checking the backlight problems. Yes. So normally we start with the screen. You use another screen to confirm the screen is not the issue. Even before you change the screen, sometimes you find that the cable, that display cable, disconnect from the connector from the screen. You just need to remove that cable and connect it back. Then you fix the issue. Sometimes you need to remove the entire screen, put another screen, then you confirm. In case you put another screen and find out that still you have an issue, there it means the issue is not about the screen. You will shift your attention to the VGA cable and to the motherboard. When you put another screen and find out that there is backlight, it is displaying very well, it will mean uh, the screen is the issue. So you will shift your attention from the motherboard and the VGA cable, then towards that screen for your customer. Yes. And then the VGA, there are some few things you need to check on the VGA cable. Yes. Checking the VGA cable is not entirely everything. Yes, there are some few things you need to check. In fact, it's not hard because you need to what you need to check is you need to check the main power line. You need to check the main power line, that is 19 or 10 voltage, depending on which power supply you're using. If it is the battery, you need to check whether you have like 10, at least 10 voltage. If there are 10 voltage or 19 voltage on the connector of the screen, you need to check the two lines carrying 3.3. Yes, those are the lines for the backlight. Yes. In case you are missing one of the 3.3 or two of them, you will have no backlight issue. Or in case you are missing the 19 voltage which is going to the screen, still you will have a problem of no backlight. In case you are missing all of them, you are missing 19, you are missing the two 3.3s. Yes, in the VGA cable, we have the 30-pin cable and you have the 40-pin cable. Yes, among those cable, that cable, it has two partitions or it has two sections. You have the power line section and the data line section. So the power line section, in case you're missing all the voltages for the power line section, there will be nothing on the screen. Yes, you will expect nothing from the screen. There will be no backlight, there will be no nothing. Right? Yes. Again, on the side of the data line section, in case and that side of the data line section, we only have one line carrying 3.3 voltage. And that 3.3 voltage is the power which is used to power on the data. And when that line is missing, we will not have data on the screen. That's why we end up having a white screen. So when you're having a white screen on the screen, that is because of what? Because of the 3.3 missing from the data line section of that cable. Yes. So I want you to understand the VGA cable, it has two sections. That is the power line section and the data line section. The data line section is the section which transmit data. It transmit data from the motherboard to the screen. Power line section transmit power from the motherboard to the screen. So there is that connection between the motherboard and screen, which is done by the cable. So once you've confirmed the cable is not a problem, you need to go back where? Or if you confirm there is no 19 in that main power line, you need to go back to the motherboard. You check the fuses which needs to be allowing 19 to pass through, or you check the voltage which needs to be allowing the 3.3 for the data to pass through. Yes, sometimes you find that those fuses are blown up, right? Yes. If they are blown up, you need to replace them, or you need to modify. You put a proper calibrated wire, as sorry normally said. Yes, you need to loop a wire closing that bridge. You know, a fuse is for uh, it's a bridge. It's bridging the power line. Yes. However, there's a difference between a fuse and an inductor. Inductor is more stronger than fuse. Yes, and it is always good to replace that fuse because that fuse is calibrated, meaning it does not allow any voltage anyhow to pass through. Yes, it's a calibrated component. That's why it's recommended you just replace the fuse. Do not always loop a wire there because you don't know exact what is the rating of that wire, right? Yes. Yeah, this was quite a repair. Yes, but most of my videos are normally for education purposes. The reason why I decided to go deep into the motherboard because I wanted to share that content of fixing the backlight issue. Yes, if this was a business, in case I was in the workshop, in case the business was on, maybe I had the customers waiting for me there, I will have gone directly to the screen, eject the screen, remove the screen, connect another one, see whether the screen is the problem. If the screen is not the problem, that is when I put another screen and find out I still have an issue with the backlight, I will have gone directly to the motherboard, then check those pieces. But you saw what I did. I just went ahead directly to the motherboard, tried to fix the motherboard, and then I found out no problem with the motherboard. Then I went back to the screen. I found out somebody else opened the screen before, and that person did not connect the screen properly. That's why we had that issue. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being patient with me. And I am really happy because of you. We recently started this channel, and I can see we are growing very fast. I really appreciate, guys. Yes, in case you haven't subscribed, still I'm pleading with you. Please, guys, subscribe to this channel, share with your friends, give us a comment. Yes, and we shall be happy. Yes, We do teach laptop repair. In case you're interested in learning about laptop repair, you're highly welcome. You can contact me, then we can plan how you will get to us. Again, we are offering laptop repair services. In case you know someone, or in case yourself is having an issue with your laptop, you can always contact us. You're highly welcome, and see you in the next video. Thank you guys, and goodbye.